Hey guys, what's going on? It's Ash here coming at you today with a bonus video. It is CR news, baby. The CR dev team has updated their list of things they are working on and things they're not planning on adding to the game. So I want to kind of review it with you guys, give my hot take, give my opinion on things. Before we get too far into the episode, before we start on that, I do want to, again, I will be critical of some of these things. So I also want to take a second and just kind of express how thankful I am that the CR team actually puts out this information for us. For those of you who don't know, I covered Clash of Clans for a couple years before Clash Royale, and one of the, I was banging this drum for a long time. Dev team, why don't you make a list of what's coming and what's not coming? That way we can give our feedback ahead of time. So I'm very thankful that Clash Royale does put out this list. So let's get right to it. It has been updated just about less than an hour ago at the time that I'm recording this, so really excited to get to it. I'm going to focus way more on things they are working on because I'm not going to waste your time or my time speculating endlessly about things that they're not even planning on adding to the game. But I will go over a couple notable things here. The first thing that I really wanted to point out is this is under the category of not ruled out but not being worked on, and that is the tournament. You can see the ability to remove people from custom tournaments and more price/reward tiers in custom tournaments. That's not coming immediately to the game. And to that I say boo-hoo, because as someone who hosts tournaments and rarely actually joins somebody else's tournaments, I can understand that kicking people can be abused, even though you are the one paying the money to host the tournament. But even that, I can understand, like, just annoying drama where people just kick people for no reason. So I would kind of suggest adding something in between, maybe an idle kick. So if you don't play a match after 20 minutes, you're gone from the tournament. The reason I say that is all these 1,000 man/woman tournaments that I host, it turns out that 1/3 of the people who join don't even play, and they're taking somebody else's spot who would actually like to join that tournament. So I would really strongly consider an idle kick or an idle push notification and then a kick if people are not attacking in tournament. More price and reward tiers in custom tournaments. Well, I do want to be cognizant of the reason they stopped the big tournaments to begin with. People were selling spots essentially in those tournaments. They were cheaper than buying chests, and it kind of, put a wrench into the whole economics of the game. So with that in mind, I still personally think, and maybe, who knows, maybe someone who's way smarter than me on the dev team rolls their eyes every time I say this, but I do think that rewards should be a little bit more appealing as compared to a classic or a grand challenge where rewards are much better. Granted, the price isn't the same, but as somebody who's paying $100 a day for these tournaments on Facebook, check me out there if you want to join. I don't think the rewards are that great, honestly. So I think they're lackluster, to say the least. So kind of disappointed to see that. Now, notably also, somewhere in here, I'm just going to say it instead of trying to find it, but basically they said they're not working on any TV Royale revamps either. That kind of stuck out at me. Also, no global chat coming to the game, no clan bookmarking coming to the game, and no ability to sort cards by levels. So those are things that have been ruled out that, kind of caught my eye. Now let's talk about what is coming on a more positive note, or maybe a negative note, depending on what you think of these changes. But let's just go ahead and read them off and kind of share our opinion as we go through them. You can see reskins for King Towers. That's pretty cool. Seasonal chests. The tech isn't there for that at the moment. Seasonal chests are basically these. Let me load it here. Halloween draft chest. So basically, this is a conceptual idea here by Equin EX22. Either way, the tech's not there for that. Interesting idea, but I don't get too excited either way about new chest ideas. Let's go back down to the bottom here. New skins, we covered that. And then the rewind button in replays, the tech is there for that, but we need a bit more to work, do a bit more work on it. Totally understandable. I would love to rewind a replay, because sometimes when you watch a replay, you want to find that spot where you made that big mistake, and then you see it, and then you kind of forget about it. I kind of like analyzing it, and it would be, selfishly be great for YouTube videos, right? You could really break down a match with a pro and talk about, let's rewind that and talk about that situation. So bring it. All right, trophy level caps. Now, this is a big one that I want to spend a few seconds on here. This is a hot topic on the team space, and we've talked about it many times, specifically about king levels being a card cap, though not arenas. So king levels being a card cap. Well, I would give one huge suggestion to the Clash Royale team. I would say, because listen, king level caps, in my opinion, are a good idea. It goes a long way to fixing ladder. That way you don't get those max level elite barbarians on a level 10 player. However, it does take away some upgrade autonomy from the individual and for players who like to focus on upgrading one specific deck. So my kind of in-between to my suggestion to Supercell would be there ought to be a +1 level cap in really it only applies to common cards for the most part, guys, because those are the only card levels that go that high. So in other words, if you were a level 11, you can max out all your cards, or actually a level 12, excuse me, you can max out all your cards. If you were level 9, well, your common cap would be level 10. I think that would be a happy medium. What do you guys think? I know it's a hot topic with you guys. A lot of people are really strongly opposed to this idea. A lot of people think it'd be like the best idea they could add to the game. So interested to see what you guys have to say about that in the comments below. Now moving on, we have clan related, the ability to donate legendary cards. Now this was actually on their previous list as well. I wonder if we'll get those legendary donations, I don't know, what do you think, once a season, twice a season, once a week? Maybe I'm getting a little greedy, but it will be interesting to see how they do that with the legendary donations. Also, see who is online. They will be adding this as well. You can see in this response here, only an hour ago, the original poster, Noodle Assault, love the name, says, I just can't believe they have no plans to see who's online in your clan or who's last online, especially for clan leaders and co-leaders. That's just a stupid decision and comes across as super lazy. So take that, Supercell. Super lazy. Supercell actually responds immediately. Actually, breaking news, we did talk about this again quite recently and may bring it in some form with a future update. We haven't done, we don't have anything against the idea, but it's just not on our to-do list right now. Sorry if it wasn't updated on the balanced generally list above. I only went through the new additions at this time from Tim, so that's kind of your answer on the seeing who's online in your clan. Battle related, new emotes being added to the game at some point in the future. We'll also see new King Tower ability changes. That's very interesting. Maybe like a high DPS, maybe like you're pouring that oil out onto the opponent like Lord of the Rings or something. I don't know, but it'd be cool to have different options for your towers. I'm all about customization. My longtime viewers will know that. I love the ability to add customized things other than just your card levels to the arena. So bring it on, baby. Let's see, what do we forget here? New card types, battle related. Okay, ability to friend your 2v2 partner. It's a pretty cool idea. They really need to add friends right in game too, right guys? It's such a pain in the ass to have to copy your friend code and then paste it and then into a third-party app, and then, you know, it's just a hassle to become friends with somebody. I just want to become friends right inside the game. New card type heroes from Clash of Clans. We've known about this for quite a while. It was in the client update a couple updates ago, so that should be coming. I'd venture a guess that next update will either be heroes or tournaments. I'm hoping for tournaments. We'll see. Maybe both. I don't know. Am I being greedy again? Let's see. What would you guys rather have in the next update? Heroes or tournaments? I'm going to guess that a lot of you are going to be on the same page as me on that one. New game mode, in-game card ban challenge, kind of to mimic CRL. I wouldn't be surprised if that didn't come during the same kind of time as CRL is kicking off in the West. Tournaments, more customization in custom tournaments. Well, this is good stuff, all this tournament stuff, right? More customization in custom tournaments, hence the word custom, right? It should be customizable, right? Allow the tournament host to set what kind of gameplay to play. This, honestly, these two next things, the in-game bracket tournaments and the allow the tournament host to set which type of gameplay to play in the tournament, that would be incredible. You know, I mean, and again, I'm going to be naive here. I don't know how much development time or work that takes to actually add to the game, but in my opinion, man, I wish they could add that at like a year ago. I mean, we've been asking for the tournament revamps for quite a while, so if I'm going to be a little bit critical, man, even if they don't have the new, fleshed out, 100% ready tournament idea, what if Monday we just woke up and we were like, wow, Clash Royale just said, hey, by the way, guys, we're adding draft, triple elixir, and casual to the in-game tournament options. Man, I would be so happy, right? I mean, It doesn't take a lot, ladies and gentlemen. It doesn't take a lot. Just add a little bit, you know, and eventually we'll get there. If they added in-game bracket tournaments, that would be amazing as well. Please, Supercell, please do tournaments. You know, it's just me. I'm just one guy, but I'm also kind of echoing what I hear and I read every day in the comments. You guys know I take a lot of pride. I hate to kind of humble brag here, but I take a lot of pride reading through your comments every day. So I like to think that for the most part, I kind of have my finger on the pulse of the community, at least on my YouTube channel, which I totally acknowledge is not the community at large, but it's a good swath of people, right? So anyway, going on here, the last thing is pretty cool too. Free entry tickets to challenges. Now that is a really good idea. You win entries to challenges in tournaments. So it kind of rolls over to give you something that keeps you playing the game, A, and B, it helps free-to-play players because tournaments are free to join, and then they get a ticket to a challenge, and then they can actually have a vehicle, a mechanism to level up their account without spending a lot of money. I love that idea, Clash Royale. I love it, Supercell. Add it, please, baby, please. Just adding a very rare free ticket to a grand challenge in chests, like a super magical chest, a legendary king's chest. Oh, I got a ticket to a grand challenge too. I mean, that would appease a lot of players right now frustrated in the free-to-play community. Last but not least, Clan Wars. Friendly Wars, we like to add this, but it's not going to be coming with the next update. Okay, I don't have a strong opinion on Friendly Wars. And then vote or react to war decks. You like it, dislike it, you can vote right there, kind of like a Reddit inside your actual game. Pretty cool idea, small but cool. And view detailed war info for other clans. I'll click on that to show you what he has in mind here. You can see on the leaderboard, let's be honest, in-game for Clan Wars right now, and they said this, they mentioned this ahead of time, that it's going to be a really cool feature. They have confidence in the feature, but it's just version 1 of the feature. There's going to be a lot coming down the road for Clan Wars. Yeah, we need stats, right? And I mean, ideally, it'd be like Clash of Clans where you can see all the replays. You can go in there, oh, what deck did they use? I'm going to use that deck. I'm going to make these adjustments. Let's look at the replay. Like, there could be a lot more added in terms of stats, in terms of replays, in terms of the UI, the user interface in Clan Wars. So we're going to go ahead and end it there, guys. I've thrown a lot at you today. What do you think about all these ideas? Are you enthusiastic, optimistic about the future of Clash Royale in 2018? I actually am, believe it or not. I mean, I know there's some people negative out there, but I've said this a long time. I get asked all the time on my stream, you know, why you're still covering Clash Royale with so many channels dying out there. And how do I say this as humbly as possible, right? My channel's actually doing well, but thanks to you guys, not to do with me, right? And I think it's just because we like the game, right? We genuinely enjoy the game. And I think that comes across, hopefully, to you guys. And I think that people like watching other people who enjoy what they're doing. And I think that some people, when they just kind of go through the motions, you know, it's not always, it's apparent. You guys are smart. Viewers are smart. Trust me, you guys don't miss anything. And if I wasn't enthusiastic and enjoying this game, you guys would know it. So anyway, I'll end there. Not planned. As you can see, all my videos are very unscripted. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Huge shout out to Clash Royale, my new YouTube partner, along with my old school YouTube partner, Bren Chong. By the way, Bren Chong interview coming up on the channel. If you're curious about who Bren is, stay tuned for that later on this week. Guys, thanks so much for watching. And as always, take care, guys.